watch it. I can't explain it. You have to watch it.
I have a feeling it's in my future.
Oh, it has to be. It's unique, to say the least. I mean, in public sector, we meet some interesting people, and I don't think I've ever met anyone like him. Although there could be some candidates that, if they were given enough money, they could probably be Joe Exotic. But yeah, it's an interesting ride.
I can't believe it's raining again.
I know. Well, at least it's raining, not snowing, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not good news for Terry.
We
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Might be good news for the street department, but
well, as long as we don't get a rain like we got over the weekend, I can't see us getting that type of rain again. They said what, 100-year event?
Yeah, I think that was toward Cleveland. We were actually less than that, but we did get a good half-inch downpour at the one time. It definitely inundated everything.
It's interesting. We're having a lot more 100-year floods lately than we're used to. So I'm wondering if the weather patterns are changing, or we're just lucky enough to be in that bell curve where we're getting the 100-year storms.
No, the weather patterns are changing. We've been tracking it for the last 25 years. When I first started here, if we got called out on a rain event and we had 1/4 of an inch of rain, we thought, wow, that was a lot of rain. Now we barely ever get a rain event that we're not at an inch or over. So
really?
It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely been on an increase over the last 25 years. Hence, anything that we put in the ground needs to be upsized to be able to accommodate this and more that's predicted in the future.
Well, what did we get, Terry, over the weekend? I mean, what did Elyria get?
We ended up with 1.5 inches.
Okay.
And you figure about an inch that was spread out over time, but we did get that half-inch downpour that happened in about a 20 to 25 minute period of time. And everything's so saturated that there's just no place for it to go. The ground can't absorb anymore. The river peaked at 15.6 feet, I believe. And that's high because flood stage is 9.5.
Oh, I mean, just as an observer, the river was unbelievable. So.
Yeah.
We'll give John a few more minutes. Actually, let me email him and see. All right, I just sent him an email reminder with the link again.
I'm on, Derek.
Oh, are you? Okay,
I'm
sorry about that.
It's not by camera.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. So we have a quorum then. Terry, who runs this meeting?
Usually the director, but if you would like, I can definitely do it for you.
Okay, I'll give it a whirl. I'll see. I figured when I asked that question, I had a feeling it was going to be me anyway. So I'll call the Elyria Water Pollution Control Board meeting to order on April 1st, 2020 at 8:30 a.m. It is currently 8:36. We'll call it to order. Board member roll call. Terry Korzan,
Here,
jschneider,
Here.
David Oakes, Daryl Farkas, and Amanda, are you a board member or a legal counsel to the board?
No, I'm just here as, yeah, in a legal advisory capacity.
Okay,
Hi.
I didn't want to not, okay. So we have two members absent, but we have a quorum. We will move to, so we have others present, Amanda Deery of the Elyria Law Department Law Director. Approval of minutes of the March 4th, 2020 minutes. Is there any discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Motion's been made
Second.
by Terry, seconded by John. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I call for approval. Those who approve, say aye.
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 Those who oppose? Ayes have it. We will move on to old business. Item number 1, local limit study. And I'll
Okay.
turn it to Terry, if that's okay, Terry.
Yeah, yes, sir. Mr. Director, I would move to table this item. Given the draft permit that we received from Ohio EPA, some precursory calculations show that the numericals in the tables that we've submitted to the law director for assembling into ordinance form, some of those numbers are going to change. So until we get exact numbers, I would move to table this until we get that figured out.
Very good. Any other discussion or comments on the local limit study?
No, Terry, you know where to find us. So just as this whole thing evolves, we'll just get the legislation or the draft legislation updated, and we'll be in touch if that works for you.
Correct, yes, if you could please. All the rest of the body of what we submitted to your office will remain the same. Just some of the numbers in the tables will change.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then if we could just get a second on the motion.
A second.
So there's been a motion by Terry Korzan to table item 1, local limit study, and it's been seconded by John Snyder. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. Item 1 has been tabled. Moving on to item 2, Unplugged Brewery. Looking for an update.
Okay, Mr. Director, I have nothing new on Unplugged Brewery. I reached out to Daryl Farkas to see if the building department had anything. I've not heard back from him, so we have nothing to report at this time.
Very good. Appreciate that. Thank you. Moving on to item F, new business. Seeing none. Moving on then to item G, other miscellaneous business. There's none. Is there anything to add or comments from the board members or others present?
No, sir, I have nothing.
Director Deery, anything?
No,
No. Okay. I just want to make sure everyone had a chance. Seeing
appreciate
no. Oh, you're welcome. So seeing no other business and no other miscellaneous business, we move on to item H, adjournment. I welcome a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Move.
Wow, everyone's quick on that one.
Second.
So They're
Terry can move. I'll second.
moved, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it, and we are adjourned at 8:40 a.m. on April 1st. Appreciate everyone. Thank you. Thanks for letting us experiment with this and see how this goes. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks to Corey and IT. Appreciate it.
Thanks, IT.
Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, everyone.